we've got to talk about Kamala Harris. She made history last night accepting the Democratic nomination to be vice president. Here's some of what she said about one of the problems plaguing the nation: racism.
There is no vaccine for racism. We have got to do the work for George Floyd, for Breonna Taylor, for our children, and for all of us.
Now, another moment from last night that we want to talk a little bit about was Barack Obama. He broke with years of tradition, using his speech to go after the president. Watch.
For close to 4 years now, he has shown no interest in putting in the work, no interest in finding common ground, no interest in using the awesome power of his office to help anyone but himself and his friends. No interest in treating the presidency as anything but one more reality show that he can use to get the attention he craves. Donald Trump hasn't grown into the job because he can't.
Now, during his speech, the president actually hit back, tweeting in all caps, "He spied on my campaign." And why did he refuse to endorse Slow Joe until it was all over, and even then was very late? Okay, Al, what did you think of Obama going after the president, and what other moments stood out to you?
Well, as for Barack going after the president, I understand there's bad blood between them. It started with the birther situation that, led right up basically into his presidency, and then, him accusing him of spying on him. Who knows what happened there? We're not going to get into that. Let's talk about a positive that I took away from it. A couple things. Obviously, Billie Eilish did well, and I know you're going to talk about that. My issue is just what a great job Gabby Giffords did. I like that she's not being forgotten. If anybody has forgotten what happened to this woman, she was shot on a campaign stop, and she was shot by a deranged man. And I remember that story because there were certain people in Congress that had targets over their face for people that are anti-NRA. For her to be shot like that, but to still say that even though I don't speak well, I'm still going to make noise. I thought that was really inspiring.
It was really inspiring. Jeff, were there any moments last night that struck a chord with you?
Well, Sam, I don't know if you remember earlier in the week what I said, what I wanted to see out of this Democratic Party convention was no mudslinging, right? And I feel like it got into that a little bit yesterday. I don't think the Democrats need more reason to hate Donald Trump, right? I think they need to be more focused on convincing other people to come over to their party or vote for Joe Biden. That's what I want to see more of. I don't know politics at all, Sam. I've been very honest about that. But I do know reality TV. I do know casting. And when I talk to casting experts, they say, listen, if you're ever sending in a video that you want to be on a reality TV show, don't put your friends in the video. Don't have your friends tell me why you're awesome. You go on by yourself and you tell people why you're awesome. So I'm looking forward to hearing Joe Biden talk. I'm done with everyone else sticking up for him because that's what they have to do. I'm ready for Joe Biden to give his speech.
That's interesting. To your point, Jeff, because I always want to hear what DBL Nation has to say. And while a lot of you were thrilled to see Obama last night and applaud his speech, to Jeff's point, it turned many of our viewers off. So we have Gloria writing in saying Obama needs to go away. He had his chance and blew it big time. And Charles says Obama had 8 years to fix the problems they are blaming Trump for and couldn't fix it either. So I always want to bring in the other side there. To your point with Billie Eilish, that girl, and many of you now know her because she's a Grammy Award winner. I've always been a fan, but what I love about her is she's just made it about voting. If you go to her Instagram, by the way, 66 million followers on Instagram. She follows a big fat 0. So they all follow her. She doesn't follow anybody. And what she does with her platform is she's encouraging people to vote. So she doesn't get too in the weeds with who to vote for. She is more about get out there, vote. She provides links on how people can register to vote. And we'll see how much influence she has. We'll see if it's a big turnout for the youth. I predict it's going to be a very big turnout, not just because of her, but because a lot of those Parkland students
I was going to say the school shootings, they still resonate.
They're
I think the adults talk about that and move on. These kids lived in that personal nightmare every day and don't want that to continue. So they have a lot invested in this as well.
Yes, they do.